James Williams was 19 years old, born into poverty, but raised by a dream. In the streets of California, he wasn't just another boy. He was different, lean, focused, gifted. The ball obeyed his feet like it knew his name. He grew up poor, too poor for fancy boots, too poor for private training, but rich in hunger. Every morning before school, he trained. Every evening after chores, he trained. While other boys slept, James ran drills under flickering streetlights. In college, he became a local legend, the best striker anyone had seen in years. Scouts clapped, crowds chanted, yet when opportunity knocked, money answered instead, and James had none. No sponsor, no connections, no miracle. One quiet morning, long before the world stirred, James sat at the edge of his bed, staring at peeling walls. His mother slept in the next room. Bills were stacked on a broken table. He whispered to himself, "If I stay, I die slowly. If I go, maybe I live." By sunrise, his decision was made. He packed one suitcase and boarded a bus to New York City. That was where James met Alex. Alex spoke with confidence, dressed sharp, claimed he was a senior footballer with connections across states. "You've got talent, James," Alex said one night, leaning against a city railing. "I can get you trials, big ones." Hope returned like oxygen to drowning lungs. James trusted him instantly, completely. But Alex was not a footballer. Behind expensive shoes and smooth smiles was a notorious drug trafficker, one who used dreamers as cover. One evening, Alex called with excitement in his voice. "James, I did it. There's a coach in Chicago looking for a striker. You leave tomorrow." James barely slept that night as he was very excited. He imagined stadium lights, crowds chanting his name, his mother watching from home, crying with pride. The next morning, suitcase ready, heart pounding, he went to see Alex before leaving. "Wait," Alex said, "take this to my friend in Chicago." He handed James a tightly wrapped black nylon package, sealed carefully with tape. "What is it?" James asked. Then Alex answered, saying, "It's just a herbal medicine, traditional stuff." James nodded. He never questioned him because he trusted him. The sky over Chicago darkened as James landed. Rain fell heavily, drenching the pavement outside the airport. He waited alone. A police officer approached kindly. "Young man, come inside and sit down. You'll get soaked out here." James smiled gratefully. But fate does not always knock loudly. Sometimes it whispers. As James stepped inside, the officer noticed the tightly sealed black nylon. "What's in your bag?" the police officer asked. "Just herbal medicine for a friend, sir," James answered. The officer didn't look convinced as he called other officers to come and search James' bag. Moments later, the package was opened, and it was illegal drugs that James was carrying. Heavy silence filled the room. James felt his stomach collapse into emptiness. No, that's not mine. I didn't know," he cried. But innocence sounds weak against evidence wrapped in tape. Headlines labeled him, "Young drug courier arrested at airport." No one mentioned football. No one mentioned poverty. No one mentioned betrayal. He tried to explain. He begged. He spoke Alex's name. But Alex vanished. In a courtroom beneath the seal of the government of New York City, the verdict came down heavy and merciless. Death by hanging. James stood frozen, 19 years old. His dream replaced by a noose. In his cell, James closed his eyes and imagined the field back in California. Some betrayals don't just break hearts, they bury futures. James Williams left home chasing a dream but got betrayed because he trusted the wrong friend.